Hey everyone, welcome, I'm MisterBo, and the Festival of the Lost is now live in Destiny 2 Forsaken, and with it brings a load of brand new cosmetic items to apply to your Guardian, as well as the brand new activity of the Haunted Forest. So in this video we're going to be taking a look at everything new Eververse has to offer for you, as well as Amanda Holiday, and then take a look at some of the masks, triumphs and other rewards you can get through various means in this event. So if we head to Eververse, you can see there is a massive crowd waiting to get their brand new items. So what has she got on sale? Well, let's take a look. Firstly, when you go to Eververse, you'll see that she has a bunch of different items from the Festival of the Lost available to purchase via Bright Dust. So if you want something, you can buy it directly, and this will of course rotate each week. Now she also has the brand new ephemeral engrams, which will give you a chance at other items. So let's take a look at what is in them, starting off with the brand new armor set. So for the first time ever, Festival of the Lost has an armor set which is acquirable. There's a set for the Warlock, there's a set for the Hunter, and there's a set for the Titan. Unfortunately, I only use a Warlock, so I won't be able to show you the Hunter or the Titan armor set. These sets do look pretty cool. It is nice to see they are introducing more armor. Of course, we had the armor set with the Dawning, but this is the first time we're getting an armor set for any other event. So we have the Liminal Voyager set for the Warlock, we have the Scaran Corvus set for the Hunter, and then we have the Lustrous Chromite set for the Titan. We can then move on to the emotes. So we have the only exotic emote here, which is the Heroic Guitarist. We then have the Summoning Dance Legendary emote. We have the Magnificent Dance. And then we have the Spell of Abolition, which is basically what the Tekkens do when you fight them in the Last Wish raid. Moving on from there, we can then take a look at the brand new ghost shells. Firstly, we have the Ocular Fortitude exotic ghost shell, which is supposed to look like an eyeball. We then have the 9 Lives shell, which is the cat shell, which I'm sure a lot of people are going to be wanting to get their hands on. The final exotic ghost shell is the Stonecraft's Amalgam, which kind of has that Scorn look to it. And then we have a bunch of legendary ghost shells, which are all using previously used models, just with brand new designs on them. Nothing too special there. From there, we can then move on to the ships and the Sparrows. Firstly, the exotic ships we have is the Infected Seeker, which is a Seaver themed ship. We then have the Aerial Shroud, which is a Tangled Shore Scorn type of ship. We then have some legendary ships. We have the 3-8, which uses the Eon Trespass model, and then we have the Uncrowned Progenitor, as well as the First Domino, and then finally Stronger Than Now, which are all a brand new model of ship introduced with the Festival of the Lost. We then have the Stained Shrapnel, as well as the Xenon Direct, which all use previously used ship models. From there, we then have the Sparrows. We have the one and only exotic Sparrow, which is the Winchester's Ruin. We then have the Insurgent Spur, the Cetacine Wing, and finally the Bishop's Run. Next, let's take a look at the shaders and mods, starting with the brand new projections. We have a Bat projection, we have a Ghost projection, we have a Cobweb projection, you then have a Pumpkin, you have a Spider, you have the Festival of the Lost logo, you then have a Cat projection, and finally you have a Witch's Hat projection. We then have 2 brand new transmat effects. We have the Soul's Knot, as well as Arachnophile. We have a total of 3 shaders you can unlock, 2 via Eververse. We have the Dark Fluorescence, which uses traditional Halloween colours of black and orange, and then we have Shadow Strike, which is more your sort of common Destiny shader. The final shader is available through Triumphs. We then also have a brand new ornament in the form of the Pride class for the Fighting Lion. We can then move on to the brand new Triumphs. So we have 8 brand new triumphs that you can complete during this event. We have Lost in the Forest, which requires you to complete all Festival of the Lost triumphs, and that awards you with the Dark Prince mask. We then have the We Came, We Saw, We Survived, complete the Festival of the Lost milestone. You then have Lucid Dreamer, which is to unlock all the perks on the Festival of the Lost masks, which we'll get to in just a second. You then have Masquerade, which is to acquire 9 of the masks from the Festival of the Lost, and that will award you with the third shader, which is Amaranth Atrocity. You then have This Is My Story, acquire the exclusive Festival of the Lost weapon, which is the Horror Story, which we'll again take a look at in just a second. You then have a bounty a day, complete Festival of the Lost bounties, and you need to complete 40 of them. You then have 7th branch, cleared the 7th branch in the Haunted Forest, and that will award you with the Deep in the Branch emblem. And then the final triumph is You Don't Scare Me. Defeat nightmares in the Haunted Forest and you'll be awarded with the Nightmare's End emblem. So those are the 8 triumphs you can unlock via the Festival of the Lost. Now, once you started the brand new mission of the Festival of the Lost and you return to Amanda Holiday, she will award you with the Catalyst for the Fighting Lion, which is why there's an ornament for the Fighting Lion in this event, and then she will have a lot of things available to you. Now, Amanda Holiday doesn't sell all the masks. The Glittering Bull and the Colonel mask, which is the chicken mask, and the Ghost Shell mask are only available through Eververse. However, this is a nice way to earn some masks if you're not willing to buy silver to get some of those engrams. We then have those daily bounties, and what's pretty cool about this is that the weekly bounty, which will actually give you progress towards completing the catalyst for the Fighting Lion. Now this is where you can also get the Horror Story auto rifle. Now it will cost you 120 fragmented souls, so you might want to save up those souls and buy this weapon instead of the masks. Now because it is an exclusive weapon to this event, it has a fixed roll, but it will also drop at a light level of 600, which is pretty decent. We can quickly take a look at this weapon with a few different shaders on. I think this is a pretty cool looking design on what is the basic standard auto rifle. Obviously it's a play on the origin story auto rifle which we've had in Destiny before. So this weapon is a precision frame auto rifle which includes red dot micro, flared magwell. You then have Zen Moment on it and Rampage, which makes it a pretty useful auto rifle. So we can quickly also take a look at that third shader, which is Amaranth Atrocity. And then we can take a look at those 2 emblems which you'll be earning through the triumphs. So finally, let's take a look at the masks and I'll explain the mask perk system. So we have the Glitterball mask here, which is available from Eververse, and as you can see we can apply a mod to this mask. Firstly, we have the Winged Terror mod. This mask can be upgraded to increase the damage to enemies and provide near invulnerability while airborne. Unlock these upgrades by defeating nightmares in the Haunted Forest. Its perks are active only inside the Haunted Forest. Choosing this upgrade will lock that selected perk on the mask. The next mod we have is Vampiric Touch. Increase damage to challenging enemies and trigger health regeneration on precision kills. And then we have Energetic Assassin. Increase damage to nightmares and grant grenade energy and melee energy on precision kills. So those are the 3 different perks that you can unlock, again via killing nightmares in the Haunted Forest. And here are the rest of the masks. Again, the Colonel mask and the Glitterball mask are only available through Eververse. We then have the Scorn mask, the Jade Rabbit mask, which is my favourite I think out of all the masks, the Emperor Callus mask, the Petrovenge mask, the Lord Shaxx mask, the Will of the Thousands mask, which is Zol, the Dominus Goal mask, the Master Rahul mask, which is given to you as a quest item when you complete the first quest given to you by Amanda Holiday. The Traveler mask. And then of course the Prince Aldrin mask. So there you have it, that is everything new in terms of cosmetic items or items you can get via the Festival of the Lost event. Of course there's also the Haunted Forest activity which you can complete in as well, which will help you to earn some of these rewards. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are you excited to start earning some of these rewards? As you can see on screen, I bought myself a load of these engrams with the free silver that Bungie gave people when Forsaken first came out. And I got a few decent items, nothing really too cool. I got one of the emotes, which is kind of alright. But again, let me know what you guys think of this event in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed this video, or if you found it helpful in any way, feel free to give the like button a big old hug. Subscribe for more gaming content and coverage. Boop that bell icon to be notified when my future videos go live. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye bye.